of quadrilaterals. In my previous video, I have already discussed about the quadrilaterals, some of the basics about quadrilaterals and about the parallelograms. So those who have not watched that video, go first watch that video and learn some of the basics regarding quadrilaterals, and then we are going to discuss the types of quadrilaterals in today's session. So firstly, let's take a quick recap about my previous session. Okay, let's start. Okay, now let's start for today's session. Okay, as we have already discussed about the plane surfaces. What a plane surface? For example, paper is a model for a plane surface. Then how do you know that it is a plane surface? When we join a number of points without shifting pencil from the paper and without retracing any portion of the drawing other than single points, you get a plane curve. Means when we join a number of points, like here we have how many points, like 1 point, 2, 3 and 4 points. When we join number of points without shifting pencil from the paper and without retracing, means without getting back to that point in that drawing, then that single point we get a plane curve. Okay, we discuss also about what are the polygons. So what are polygons? A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. Polygon means a simple closed curve which is closed from all its sides. Like these two are the examples of polygon which are closed from all its sides, like a star, a rectangle. And why these are not polygons? Because this curve is not closed, it is open from these two sides. And why this is not a polygon? As you might get confused that why it is not a polygon, though it is closed from both its sides, but as we have discussed that it should not retrace the same point, and here this point is retraced it again, so that's why it is not a polygon. Okay, we have also discussed what are the types of polygons. Like number of sides we have 3, then that is known as a triangle. 3 sides. When number of sides are 4, then that is known as a quadrilateral. 4 sides means quadrilateral. 5 means pentagon, and 6 means hexagon. 7 heptagon. 8 octagon, having means 8 number of sides. We have also discussed about the 9 number of sides, like nonagon, which is known as nonagon, having 9 number of sides as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 number of sides, or 9 points makes it a nonagon, and having 10 number of sides makes it a decagon, having 10 sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. Okay, we have also discussed that when the sides are increasing, then n adds at the prefix of the gon, and it is known as n-gon. Means n number of sides, then that point or that shape is known as n-gon. Now for today's session we are going to discuss about the two very important types of quadrilaterals, and that are the square and rectangle. Okay, as we know that we have 5 types of quadrilaterals, so we are going to discuss about the 2 types of quadrilaterals. Okay, let's start. So what is a square? So this is a square, as you might have seen. So why it is known as a square? Because as we already know that why it is a square, because a square is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. What do you mean by 4 equal sides? What do you mean by equal sides? Equal sides means these two sides, or you can say these 4 sides are parallel. Parallel means they are in the same direction of line. Like this line both are parallel because they are in the same direction. When 2 lines are in the same direction, then that 2 lines are known as parallel. Okay, that's why it is also known as a parallelogram. So why it is a quadrilateral? Because it has 4 equal sides. A square is a figure or is a shape, or a quadrilateral you can say, which is having 4 equal sides. All these 4 sides are equal in size, and 4 right angles. And what do you mean by right angles? Right angles means the angle made by these 4 sides are at 90 degree. 90 degree is known as the Right angle, as you already know about this, so 90 degrees is known as the right angle, and square is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles, means it has 1, 2, 3 and 4 90-degree angles. Okay, now let's discuss about the rectangle. Okay, so what is a rectangle? A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. Okay, its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, let's read one more time. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. 4 right angles. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, now let's understand from this figure. Okay, now let's see this figure. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. It has also 4 right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, means 4 90-degree angles. It is also having 4 90-degree angles. Okay, and its opposite sides, means what are the opposite sides? Which are having opposite nature. So these two sides are opposite and these two sides are opposite. Okay, so rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles, and its opposite sides are equal and parallel. As I've already told you that when two lines are in the same line of direction, then that two lines are known as parallel, having same direction. And in a rectangle having is a parallel, having two sides are parallel and are equal, like these two lines are equal, these two lines are equal. So rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles, its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, now is square a rectangle? A very important point. Is square a rectangle? This is a question. You might have heard that square is a rectangle or not. Now let's see. Okay, what you have to remember, let's see. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel, as we have already discussed previously. Like, rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, so you have to remember, rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now let's see what you get by square. So a square is also a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Square is also a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides. All sides are equal. So what is the difference between rectangle and square? The main difference between rectangle and square is a square having 4 equal sides. All the sides are equal. All the 4 sides are equal, having same direction, parallel. But the most important point here is a rectangle is having sides parallel and equal, but the opposite sides are parallel and equal. Not all the 4 sides, but a square is having all the 4 sides are equal and parallel. And why both are same is also as there's both can be 4 right angles in both of the shapes. Now let's see, is square a rectangle? As we have already seen, or rectangle a square. Okay, let's see. Remember, a rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 sides. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Square is a quadrilateral with 4 sides and 4 right angles. Now let's see. Remember, a square can also be called a rectangle because it has 4 right angles. 4 right angles, as we have already seen that square having 4 right angles. Okay, 4 right angles, it can be called as a rectangle because it has 4 right angles and all its 4 sides are equal. But a very important point, students, its opposite sides are equal and parallel. A rectangle is not a square because it does not have equal sides. A very important point, rectangle cannot be called a square because all its sides are not equal. But in square, all sides are equal. And what is the property of rectangle? As we have seen, that property of rectangle is a rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. Both of these shapes have 4 right angles, but its opposite sides are equal and parallel. As for we have seen that for square, 4 right angles, 4 sides are parallel in the same line of sight and they are also equal. So A square can be called as a rectangle, but rectangle cannot be called as a square because it does not have equal sides. Okay, so this is for today's session. Now we'll meet in the next session and discuss about the three types which are left in our video. So okay, till then keep on watching this video. Thank you.